Hi everybody, welcome back. Channeling Luxury. I'm going to show you a couple of pieces from 24C, no ready to wear this time, that will come in the next several days. I'll show you some more pieces. But I wanted to show you one bag and two pairs of shoes. So those of you that know I've been on a surgical journey from hell, know that maybe you know, I think you all know, that I'm still not walking normally. I have to have surgery again, probably a few more times. It's not going to be for a while. I'm over this and I'll continue to wear my ugly orthotic. So I'm tired of wearing Nikes around I have an awesome dress on and I have a Nike. I mean, give me a break. So I've been going to more events for designers like Brunello Cucinelli, Loro Piana, Loewe, and others, and Missoni, and really trying to get a feel for what's offered out there besides the common ones that I've often reviewed and many of us review, like Chanel and Hermes. So getting outside of that Chanel Hermes bubble. And it's been a lot of fun, particularly with Brunello. I'm having a blast there. It's just, I'm loving their pieces. They have a capsule collection, but that's for another day. So anyway, so a lot of you also ask what I'm wearing in the videos. You ask me in the comments, so I will share with you in each video what I'm wearing, but when you can see my clothes. so I'll do that later in the video. And yeah, so I'll show you. So to avoid wearing Nike, not that this is a whole lot better. Nothing looks good with a dress when you're not dressed up, but I can't do anything about it right now. So, so my warning to all of you who like these shoes, because one, they are very comfortable. I have not had good luck with Chanel shoes, honestly, like really have not had luck. I've sold them because they've sucked and they're uncomfortable and they rub the back and the list goes on. But these are pretty darn comfortable. Although looking at it, I'm a little concerned about this back. I might end up cutting it off. I know, sacrilege, right? In a nice way. But these are running super small. So I usually wear a 34 and a half or 35. This is a 36 and a half. So without my lovely 90-year-old orthotic, no offense to the 90-year-olds that watch this channel, and I've looked at the demographics, there are a few of you out there, unless you're lying, so thank you so much. Shout out to all of you fashionistas at 90 plus, and fashionistas for you men. So the, what are men fashionistas called? Anyway, yeah, so I had to go to 36, like 1 to 1.5 sizes bigger without an orthotic in, and then with a 36 and a half or 37. So totally different. They actually had those in stock. I'm so used to having a hard time finding my shoes, but they have plenty of 36 and a half. So that's what this is. It fits my lovely orthotics just fine. And it has a little bit of extra room. So if you're looking for these, the insoles do come out for those of you that care about it. I never thought I'd have to mention that in a video, but now I know people need that, even in these shoes. So here's the green, here's the white. They come in white, black, pink, green. To my knowledge, those are the only colors. So the box style number is G45331, and here's the bottom. And they are $14.25 at the store. Get them in Paris cheaper, wink, wink. And yeah, that's that. So if you like sneakers that don't look like Nike or have a swoosh on the side, I can't stand it. I think it belongs only at the gym. I hate it, like I hate it. People shouldn't, anyway, it's a personal pet peeve. I don't like gym clothes unless you're at the gym, but that's just my own personal bias. I have no problem with anybody else doing it, just for myself. So, that's the sizing for those two. So if you're looking for those, I would definitely size up at least a half of a size, unless you don't wear socks. And I do know a lot of people that don't wear socks. So for those of you who have asked me, what would it be like without socks? I don't try them like that, but I would imagine you can size down. So the other one I wanted to show you is a My Everything bag. So if you may have seen prior videos I've done where I had the little mini black. And this is my boy bag, my boy small. My old Python back in the days where they made exotics. And the My Everything was shorter than this, and I never used it because it was just too small. So it was black with black hardware, black with black hardware, black chain. It was awesome. Didn't use it. The white one with black hardware, didn't use it. It was only available at Nordstrom. You couldn't get it from the boutique. Didn't wear it. So I sold them. Purchased something I wanted, something else instead, and would wear more. But I always liked the look of the My Everything. I've never been a fan of the chain, that enamel chain. I like a different type of chain. I like the 19 chain, but I'm kind of getting over the 19 bags. but I like the mixed hardware and that it's a heftier chain. So this is what I picked up, and I'll do my usual rating, right? Which is how does it look, what's the value, and then what's the wearability. So I'll do that with my bags and also with the shoes. So I'll do that right now. So looks, I think they're sneakers. I don't know, a 5, right? Because how do you get beyond a 5 for a sneaker? I'm not really sure. Wearability, I think, is a good solid 8. They're comfortable. I don't know about the back yet. That's why I'm not giving them a higher number. Value, I mean, anything that's $1,400 and is a sneaker is a little bit much, but I have seen some Adidas that are pretty high. So I don't know, probably mid-range 5 or 6, my 2 cents. So I was leaving and this got my attention, and actually worked with, ironically, there was a gentleman in there buying a bag for his significant other, and he switched from a Coco handle to this bag instead. And the reason he did not buy it is the reason I chose this one. So I'm going to give you a heads up about something happening with these bags. And so this is my everything, larger size. If you've seen my video of a white shoulder bag, it was about, I want to say a year ago now. It has gold hardware. I made an exception for it. I loved it so much that I went with the gold. And I saw it when I was in Monaco, and I took a photo of it and sent it to my SA. She's like, that's last season, but she was able to get it. So I love that bag. It's one of my favorite ones. I'll never get rid of that bag. And it's white. It's, it's worry about color transfer and all that kind of stuff. But I use Pro Carbon on my bags. I'm not suggesting that you do that. I don't know if it will ruin them. It hasn't ruined any of mine. I love this stuff. That's just my 2 cents. So I saw this one, but a different one sitting on a shelf. And I'm like, you know what? I love gray because you can wear it in the spring, summer, and okay, you can wear it in the spring, fall, winter, no problem. So I don't like to change out my bags. Those of you who've watched my channel before know I'm not swapping bags every day. I don't match them to what I'm wearing. I try to get neutral bags that I can wear with anything because I'm too lazy to do that. I have too many other things to do. So supposedly, this is what I heard, that Chanel was trying to make a bag to solve what a lot of us have been bitching about, which is we want a pocket because, let's face it, many of us work all day from our phones, or at least have to check your phone for whatever reason you choose to. And a back pocket's just convenient. And we wanted something bigger than that baby my everything that I'm telling you about that I had to ditch, but larger than the baby my everything, but not so big that it's bigger than our butt, right? That's my personal rule. Like my butt as of 3 years ago, not my butt today, or my large 22 would work on now. So having a decent size inside is good. This one has a little flap as well as a zipper. It's always a nice thing to have a little bit of organization without having to buy an external organizer, right? Those things just add weight. It has kind of like a brushed silver hardware. I don't know if you can see it pretty well in the video, but the hardware is silver here, and it actually is a brushed look. So what does that mean? This is what I was thinking. No one's going to complain about it getting scratched because it's scratched from the start. And genius on the part of Chanel, if in fact that was part of the thought process, and if it wasn't, then I'm just giving them too much credit. It does have light gray hardware, and so here you go. And this is the size. So if you were to compare it to a small boy, let me turn my boy around. If you're comparing it to a small boy, this is what it is. So it's larger for sure. So there you go. But it's about the same thickness. I can show you this way. It's not as big as a medium boy though, which is good. And it's lighter weight. I'm not a fan of the enamel chain. It feels kind of cheap, but I like that it's multiple colors. I wish they would make it like the 19 with a lot of different colors. I'm losing my interest in the 19 bag, but I love the chain on it, that it's got multiple metals because I wear all kinds of metals usually. Right now I only have, I have just 2 or 3 on at the moment, but usually I have 4 or more. And so it makes it kind of just go with everything. Given that whole, I don't like to change up my bag, it works. So this is my everything and the current one. You can get this in, okay, I'm going to try to remember this, pink in this size and pink in a smaller size. Orange in this size and orange in a smaller size. Blue in this size only, I believe. Yeah, yes, correct. Purple in the half size. The half size is the one I sold, so heads up. I actually got it. You'll see it in my last 24C video, and I returned it. And many of you said, oh, it looks cheap, and also it's too small. You were right. I don't think it looked cheap, but I do think it looked too small. So I returned it for that reason. It was going to end up, you know, with the real, and nobody wants that. So, yeah, so I like the pebble grain leather on this. I think it looks good. A big heads up. And so, as I was saying, there was a gentleman there that was looking between this exact bag and the one that a white cocoa. And then he saw the one I had on my arm, which didn't have this much color. I don't know if you can see in the video very well, but it's pretty dark on the top. It's pretty light on the bottom. And it's kind of a medium color on the side. So there's a lot of gradient. The ombre is pretty strong on this one, which I really like. The one I had that I was trying on only had light gray to lighter gray. So he was like, oh wow, I like hers, but I don't like this one. Well, I saw his, he saw mine, you know, we made the instant connection and we swapped bags. So he ended up getting my light one instead of the cocoa. And I got his dark one instead of nothing. So that's how I ended up with this one. So just a heads up, my SA looked at 12 of them, and all 11 of the 12 had all light color. So if you're looking for one and you want more color, ask around, ask your SA. They can call other boutiques. I don't know how cooperative they're going to be to look at the colors, but they can call other boutiques and they can also confirm the color. Try if you want one with more distinction like I wanted. They are out there, but they're kind of hard to find. I remember the rainbow, like searching out one that had exactly the same colors I wanted. Ended up selling that one too. I never used it, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of that, the hunt. So where does this one fall crossbody? I'm going to show you. And so my lovely boy just fell. So for reference, I am 5'4", about 120-ish. And right now I have, obviously, given the aforementioned foot issue, I don't have any shoes on at the moment. So this is where it's falling. We can compare it to the backside, which also really matters. It's smaller, yay. And this is how it looks crossbody. And I think this, you know, matters for a lot of us, right? So not just hanging here on the shoulder, which I don't think many people do anymore. But if you want to go hands-free, it's a pretty good crossbody. You know, it maybe could be a little bit longer for that, but it's decent. Although I think it looks pretty wide when we wear a crossbody. That's just merely for convenience. We can always tuck the chain inside and just use it as a shoulder bag. So that said, again, the chain is also multicolored. In terms of what I'm wearing, I have on Missoni old school, like 2006-ish top, because it just got done with a Missoni event, and I was comparing their old school stuff to their new school stuff, and then sharing my feedback because they really care what we all have to say, right? So no, actually, I've noticed an improvement in the quality over the last several months. And then maybe 2-year-old Chanel pants. Ironically, remember we had issues with the buttons not that long ago? Ironically, I was wearing these there, and I noticed that 2 of the 3 buttons were popping off. I've only worn these pants twice. So I went to Chanel first, and I asked them to, you know, kind of see if they could do something in a hurry. I popped on a robe. They popped on my buttons. And then I walked away, and yeah, I had a joke in there, but I actually forgot what it was. So anyway, so they were able to fix them up. So in terms of this bag, I would say, so it's retailing at $62. Crazy, right? How much the bags have gone up. By the way, I did see 3 women in a very short time span look at flaps. The classic flaps, remember we couldn't get them a few months ago? Look at the flaps and say, how much is it? So like it, say, yeah, it's a beautiful bag. Great, great, great. Gold Harvard's what I'm looking for. How much is it? $10,000, $11,000 for the larger size. What? And they're like, no, that's okay. Thank you. I'll think about it. First time I have seen in a very long time people turn away because of the price. So maybe that will get back to Chanel and they will stop with the nonsense. It's more than a Birkin now. That's ridiculous. So this is about the same as a Constance. Would I rather have a Constance? Probably, yeah. One thing to be aware of, by the way, do you hear that? That's not this. This is different. If you're sensitive to noise, or noise is just going to annoy the heck out of you, because of the kind of chain, the enamel with leather, it will be kind of noisy. So just to give you a heads up. I noticed that right away. I was like, oh, not that again. So in terms of looks, I actually really like this bag. I think it's going to wear well in 3 seasons. I'm going to give it like an 8 or 9. I don't give out 8 or 9s very easily, and others may think this is a 1 or that it looks cheap, you know, and definitely we'll all have our different opinions. I like the really light gray hardware. I think it looks pretty cool. Wearability for me is a pretty solid 8. Crossbody, back flap, just big enough to hold my stuff. Not too big, not too small, and a color palette that's very neutral. And then value is a 2. I mean, come on. Yeah, it's called the small flat bag. By the way, the number is AS4602. For those of you looking for it, 4602B from 24C. This is the dark gray, light gray flap, but $6,200. So value 2. I think this is a $4,000 bag at Chanel, right? And that's my opinion. Maybe they put lots of hearts and stars like they're doing for 24C. I'd be willing to pay more. Not. I hate that. Anyway, okay, that's it. That's all I have for today. I will share some more videos really soon. Check out my YouTube shorts, and if you go to Instagram, channeling_luxury, I do have a lot of short videos up there, just super quick, and a lot of photos of pictures I've taken of new collections that are coming out, a lot of different designers. And those of you that are looking for other pieces may find some of that interesting. So look forward to seeing you again really soon. Thank you for watching. Have a great day or night wherever you are.